High concept. Maybe you've heard this phrase before. It's been around a long time. In Hollywood for movie making and New York publishing houses, high concept is king. If you can come up with a high concept idea, you greatly increase your chances of success. A high concept puts a fresh twist on a universal theme. It appeals to the masses. The moment you hear about it, you think, I want to read that, or I want to see that movie. It's that powerful. And it happens all the time. One such story happened with my husband with the movie Independence Day. He saw the movie trailer and he said, the moment I saw the White House explode from that alien spaceship, I knew I had to see that movie. And he could not wait. We had to wait in line on opening day. It was a big deal. One thing to keep in mind is once high concept hits, it's over. You can't keep copying the same thing. Don't get me wrong, people do. Hunger Games hit big, and how many other dystopian teen novels came out, including one that I wrote? A lot. People always want to jump on the bandwagon of success. And a lot of times they might have had the idea first. That doesn't matter. Whichever idea is the famous one is the one people are going to remember, and the one people are going to assume is being copied. Why should you try to write a high concept idea? Defining a high concept can help you find out what the story is really about. It can open a lot of doors. Having a high concept can help you communicate your idea to an editor and agent. Anything that appeals to the masses and is easy for an editor or an agent to pitch is going to be easier to sell. Having a high concept will make marketing easier for you later when you have a book. People can talk about it, and word of mouth is the #1 way a book sells. Great, you say, so how do I come up with this high concept anyway? First of all, a high concept is universal. That means it resonates with everyone. Either we've been through this experience or we can imagine what such an experience might be like. A high concept is unique. It hasn't been done before, or it has a fresh twist on an old idea. You want your high concepts to be equally unique and universal. If it's too universal and not unique enough, it's kind of cliche and it's been done before. But if it's too unique, too weird, and it's not going to appeal to the masses because it's only going to appeal to people who get whatever it is that's so weird. So you want a good balance of universal and unique. A high concept must involve a sympathetic hero with a big problem to solve and make that problem primal. And you need to continually try and up the stakes. The stakes are what will happen if your hero fails. And the stakes must be primal. That means survival, life or death, true love, or fighting to protect a loved one. The higher the stakes, the better. And if you can add a time limit or a ticking time bomb of sorts, that makes everything so much more intense. A high concept is short. A high concept can be summed up in a few words that gives you a picture of the whole story. The shorter, the better. The idea is to give just enough that makes the reader or listener think, I'd see that, I get that, I totally understand, I can see it. It's communicating in just a few words. And lastly, a high concept has a great title. A title that says what the movie is. For example, Legally Blonde, Miss Congeniality, Star Wars, She's the Man, Four Christmases, Shakespeare in Love, Saving Private Ryan, Gladiator. And here are some examples of high concept movies or books. Hunger Games, 2014's fight to death on national television. Toy Story, What If Your Toys Were Alive? The Shack, a man meets God in a shack in the woods. Smallville, Superman goes to high school. The Lightning Thief, what if a boy found out he was a demigod? National Treasure, what if clues to a treasure were hidden by our forefathers? Jurassic Park, dinosaur theme park. Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, the title says it all. The Vow, would you stay married if your spouse forgot your life together? The Fault in Our Stars, two terminal teens fall in love. Have an idea? Here's how you test it. Ask yourself, is my idea universal? Does it appeal to the masses? Does your idea have a unique twist? Have you taken something familiar and added something strange? Or is it too weird to be understood? Is your protagonist likable or relatable enough? Can we identify with him? Can we learn from him? Do we want to follow him? Will we root for him? Are the stakes big enough? Are they primal? Can you summarize your idea in a few short words? Does your title capture the spirit of your story? Do you have a high concept idea? If so, keep it a secret, at least until you've finished your story and you're ready to sell it. Still not sure if you like your idea? Take some time to write a few chapters and see what happens. If you get bored, well, then you know. But you just might get swept away. People are always saying there are no new ideas, yet brilliant movies and books are published year after year. And people are always thinking, why didn't I think of that? So never give up. You never know. You might come up with the next big thing.